Hi guys, let's look at KCSE 2024 predictions. In this series, it is paper 2 or practical. I will deal with Microsoft Word, that is word processing, and we shall also look at database, that is Microsoft Access for that matter. So guys, this is the question. Using a word processor, create the following document exactly as it is. Save it as today's technology. So guys, here we are saving our file as today's technology. For that case, we have what is artificial intelligence. You can see that this is bold, and also there is double underline. Then we have artificial intelligence. This is bold, and there is a drop cap, falling or dropping 2 lines. Then we have these underlines and also bold. Then here we have a heading with a strike through, also bold. Then we have these ones. AI is used today in crude. That is used today in crude. GTP, these ones. Then we go to the questions. So the first thing is to have our document. So this is our document here already typed. This is already typed. And for that case, you will type this document as it is. Then you apply the required stuff. Like for example, here you underline that one. Then you go to this point here, that is underline. Then you click on this. Then you put the double underline. Then for that case, here you should also put 22.5. And then this is what it is. Then from there, this is times New Roman. So this stuff here, select all. Then here you just tap T and press enter. Then our title has been formatted exactly as it is. Then this is bold, like that. Then the next thing is to make this bold and then make this drop cap. So to make drop cap of 2 lines, you just go to insert, then go to where drop cap is, then you click drop cap options. So this is the drop cap options. My drop cap is dropped. Then here I need 2 lines. I type 2, then I click on OK. So you can see it has dropped 2 lines. Then the next thing is to underline machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing. So for that case, I go to this point. So I am supposed to underline this this one. I underline. Also, I am underlining this underline, and also I'm underlining learning, like that. Then we go to this guy GAI. Then we also have a space here. You also have a space there to create the paragraph. Then we have the AI. This one is bold. Then we have chat GTP. This is underlined like that. Then we just go again, check. We have artificial intelligence. There is strike through and bold. So this one, I just come to this home, strike through and bold. Then this one, there is a bit of separation, like that. Then this one is also bold here, just like the paper looks like. Then you can see chat GTP, Google Translate, Netflix, Tesla, Bing, Copilot, they are underlined. And then there is the dot drop caps. We call them the bullets. So we have these bullets like that. Tesla. You also have Bing like that. Then these ones are bold. So these ones are bold underline. Also this one is bold underline. This one is bold underline. You can also format this like this. Then press this button, format painter. You just do this. Click on it. Just do this. You see now that one makes work easier. Like that. So our document has been formatted the way the examiner wants. You see now it looks like this. You see now it looks like this one here. You see it looks like this. So this this is our document here. This is our document. You see now our document here looks exactly like that. It looks exactly like now the other one there. So after doing that, you save it as, so you just go to browse, then go to, like for example, I want to save it in my documents. So you save it exactly as the examiner wants. Today's technology. Today's technology. Then you click on save. So my document up here has been saved exactly as it is. Now let's proceed to the question paper. The next question is, copy the work today's technology to a new page, and perform the following activities. So I go to this. So I go to a new page and paste. So this document has been duplicated. So we have this one. So I go to the next question, create 3 columns with a line between on the second paragraph to look as follows. You see exactly the way this one looks like. So for that case, you must be very sharp. So we go to this one, we are doing on paragraph 2, so I highlight. Then I go to this point here, layout, columns. I go to more columns. Then I click on 3 columns, then line between. You see now, there is this option, line between. And then I click on OK. But you realize the created paragraphs are not the same. You see here, it ends with the word artificial intelligence, starts with instead, starts with advanced machine, and ends with GAI. So what you do here, you just go to where you want this sentence to start. Like now here, you press Control Shift Enter, like that. Then I go to higher here. I again press Control Shift Enter. You see now, this one now takes my, it takes this one to be exactly as examiners. So you just press, you press these buttons here. So you press Control plus Shift plus Enter. So these are the buttons to press. These are the buttons to press, guys. Those ones, you press Control Shift Enter after you click. Like for example, if I click here, then I press now Control Shift Enter. This one now brings the paragraph to be exactly as examiners. Then use the third paragraph, apply border and shading using black shade and white font. That is using the third paragraph. So this is our third paragraph. I highlight. Then I want to apply that is shading. So you just go to where that the shading is. So you just go slowly checking where you get borders. You go to design, you get to borders. So we want to have shading. So first of all, I put the border box. Then I go to shading. Shading here, I shade on at black. I click on OK. You see now the text disappears. So what I need to do here is to highlight, then go to home and change font color to white. That is it. Then guys, we proceed to the next question. The next question is that before the title, so before the title artificial intelligence, insert the following table. So before the title artificial intelligence, here, that is before here, that means here, that is here. Here, I insert the table. So I have inserted the table there. That is before artificial intelligence. Then what am I supposed to do? Calculate the totals accordingly, 3 marks. So I go to this point, just click there, go to layout, go to formula, then sum left, click on OK. Again formula, click on OK. Sorry, this one should be sum left. So this one should be left. This one should be left. Again, I click there, change this one to left. left, click on OK. I click here, I go again to the formula, then I change this one to left. Then here I click on this one should be sum above, again sum above, this one is obvious, again sum above, formula sum above. That one is done. Then I go to this point below the paragraph. Below the paragraph, insert a chart of the country against total 6 marks. So here, that is at this point, at the last paragraph, I just go to insert, then I go to chart, where the chart is. So you're inserting chart, click on chart, then which type of chart? The examiner says which chart? Insert a chart. So I can use any because the examiner just says a chart. So you just come to this point like this. Then you need to have the countries. You have the countries plus the, that is the countries plus the totals. So you need to have these totals somewhere. The totals that you have just inserted somewhere. So first of all, I remove this. I move this one here, cross, I don't save. So I just go to where my document is. My document is today's technology. So I open it. That means we had not saved. So we were to insert the table here. And then we needed to do the totaling again. So we needed to have the word left. Had not saved. That is a brander. So I just needed to go to layout, formula, left, okay. Again, go to this point here. So I click on OK. Here again, I go to formula, paste, okay. Again here, I have copied the formula to make my work easier. Then for this one is sum above, formula, okay. Here, formula, okay. Then I save this now. So we have the totals. The totals here, we have 1020, we have 1480, we have 1700, 1850, and 6050. So now we want to insert our chart here. So you just go to insert chart. Then we can use any chart like a pie chart, like that. Then here we have the countries. Like now we have Kenya, we have Uganda, we have Ghana, we have Nigeria, like that. So the total for this one is 1020. The total for this one is 1480. The total for this one is 1700. And then we have 1850, like that. So this one is not really the sales, but total, like that. Then this is the country, like that. Then again here, you just now cross this one, save, like that. So again, we go and access our document. We access our document. So this is it. We have our chart inserted. So again, we have our 6 marks. Insert page numbers of format A, B, C, D, then print the document. So I just go to insert page numbers, click on format page numbers, number format, choose A, B, C, D, click to start at A, click on OK. So then again now, we want them to be, the examiner says it should be bottom and centered. So you just again go to insert numbers, bottom, page centered, like that. Now you can see I have page number A, page number B, etc. So that is what has been tested. So I am supposed to print this document and then proceed. Now let's proceed to question number 2, guys. Question number 2. Question number 2 is database. Create a database called all sales suppliers or sales suppliers limited, 2 marks. From the following database, create 3 tables out of it. That is order table, suppliers table, and customers, and customers table. So this is what I have. So I have the supplier ID, order ID, supplier ID, product price, customer, supplied date, supplied name, and quantity. So I'm supposed to set the primary keys and foreign keys accordingly, create relationships, then format the monetary to Kenya shillings. So what I'm supposed to do here, I'm supposed to open a database. So I can just go to my desktop, then I can use this folder 002, right click, go to new, then database. So my database name is All Sales Limited. Then I open this database of mine. So this is my database. Now once I open my database, I now supposed to create a table. So create a table design. So in table design, I have the order ID, I have the supplier ID, then I have the product, then I have the product price, then I have the product, that is the product price, then I have the customer, then I have the supplied date, again I have the supplier name. Remember, spellings are crucial. Quantity, like that. So the quantity is number, this is date and time, this is the others. Then we go to price, product price, currency, and then here for the currency here we shall have the Kenya shillings, so we shall have the Kenya shillings, like that, to set the format Kenya shillings. So we shall have Kenya shillings, like for example we shall have 5,000.00, and then this is Kenya shillings. It will look like this. So we have comma 3.00, that is the decimal. You can see this is the input mask. Then from there we shall have the price. Sorry, this is the product price. It has been repeated, so I delete one. So we have the product, we have the supplier ID, order ID, this is number, supplier ID, that is text. So here, this is what we have. Right click here, right click insert, you can have serial number, which is auto number, and primary key for that table. So I just save this one as table 1, and then open it. So I have this data here already with me, so I just copy this data, I just paste it here, I paste it here, so I have pasted that one. Now from here I needed to create 3 tables. So I needed to create 3 tables, so I copy this, copy, paste. Then this one I call it order table. So for the order table here I just go to design view and remove the fields that I don't want. So for the order, I don't need the supplier ID. Here, I don't need order. I don't need this. Delete. So I need quantity, customer who ordered, product price. These ones are okay. So I need now to change this one order ID to be my primary key for that table, like that. I don't need this serial number, but it can still remain there since it's my creativity, but I can still delete this one. Now, so I have that table. Again, I paste. This time round, I have the supplier table. Again, for the supplier table, I go to design view, remove the unwanted fields, quantity, supplier name. I don't need this one. I don't need that one. I also don't need this one, that one. So I need the supplier to be the primary key. Also, I don't need the other ID here. Supplier, delete, but the product is required there. Supplier ID, like that. So this is the supplier table. Again, I cross or paste. Now I want the customer table. The customer table. Now the customer table, again, I go to this stuff. For the customer table, I don't need the supplier and the supplier date. This one. The rest can remain like that. Then for that case, here I need the customer to be my primary key. There is no customer ID, so the customer here can be my primary key for that case, like that. So this is the customer table. So from this point now, I can go ahead and create relationship. So database tools, relationships. So I have the customer table, order table, supplier table, like that. So here, the order ID here can go to this one to have a relationship. Then here, the supplier ID can now combine this here to have minute-to-minute relationship for that case. So I have my relationship there, guys. Then we proceed to answer the other questions. So format to Kenya shillings, that one, let's see whether it is working. So when I open this one, we have this one to be in Kenya shillings. We want that one to be in Kenya shillings, guys. So we shall format that one by going to design view. Then we want to, this one, there is no product price here. We want this one to be in product price. So we need to have that one as the product price. So to change this one to Kenya shillings, you type this one, that is the input mask, this one, Kenya shillings # that way. Then again, cross this, go to supplier table. Again, we have the product price, paste. Again, we go to the order table, design view, go to product price. This one didn't save. So when I cross this one and open any of these, you realize that it has taken Kenya shillings format. This one, even if you copy to a new worksheet, it will still show that one. So don't forget, we are putting this price here, this input mask. You can pause the video and write it somewhere. Then we proceed to the next question. Now the next question is format the date format to this style. So you just need to have this style. So I go again to where dates are. That is for the order. There is no date. Suppliers should have the date. Date supplied. Yeah, good here. So you click on the date, go to format here, go to where format is, and type DDMMYY. That is the input mask. That means when I cross this one and then open it, it will take that format of day. You see, it will take the format of day, month, year. That is it. That is how it looks like. Then this process here shows the relationship. This plus shows the relationship. You see now, it can tell you which product is that. Then we proceed. We proceed to the next question. The next question is create a query to calculate number of days from today's date. That is the days delivered. So you just go to create query design, then use the supplier. Then from the supplier, you can take everything here. Supplied date. So we have this supplied date here, this one. So we want to calculate the number of days. The number of days. So the number of days here, number of days. So you can just put today's date. Today's date. You today's date minus now this date, like that. This one should give you the number of days. So save it as number of days, like that. So when I run it like that, it should get the number of days. These are the number of days. So I cross it again, go to the next question. The next question is using a query, calculate the total amount paid by customers using data given. They calculate the total amount paid. So the total amount paid is quantity times product price. So just go to create, then query design. Then I just go to customer, cross this one. So I have the customer, I have the product price and the quantity. So here I just type total amount paid. So the total amount paid is product price multiplied by quantity, like that. Then you tick this to make sure that you can show. So this one you put you open the square bracket, and then here square bracket, and here square bracket. Then you tick this one. Then save it as you save it as total, just total amount paid, like that. So when you run it, you see the total amount paid. It is this one multiplied by this one. So again, I cross that one, proceed to the next question. The next question is using a query, create a query to display customers whose name end with yes. So I just go to this point, create, then query design, then customer. I cross this, so customers, like that. Then here it should be that end with. So you go to criteria, type yes, end with, starting with so we have the customer. Just cross this. So again I go to create query design, then customer, cross this, put the customer, then go to this point, type star, then yes, like that. Let's first of all try. You see James appears, so save it as yes, So you see how I have done that one. You can just pause the video. Then again we proceed to the next question. The next question is create a report, orders made on April. So you must create a query first. So just go to create query design. That is the orders. So I use the orders. Then I just go to order ID. Then if it's April, that means I have to go to this point, orders made on April. So I list the customer. So I just go to customer date. So you have to include date here in the orders. Design, add date, add suppliers. Okay, orders made in. So just go to create query design. Go to suppliers. That is the product price, product date. Then in April, that means that is saved before April. That is before April. Take any date from the system that is before that. So before April. So you just come here and write less than 31st of March 2020 April 2024, like that. So again, save it as April, like that. So when I run this one, I should get orders that were made before that. If I run that, so I just click on April, then go to create, then go hit this button, report. It produces the report automatically. So you just save the report as April. Then the next question is create forms. Create forms for each table are like this. So this one, to create forms is easy. Just click on this. Just click on the form. Go to create. Hit on this form. Cross it. That one is created already. Save. Order. Create. Hit on the first button, form. Cross. Save. Yes. Supplier. Create. Hit the first button, form. Cross. Yes. That one is done. Then now create a report to display all this using report. Calculate the total amount paid. Save it as, or insert the header, insert the header. This one, insert the header. So you need to create such a form. So what you do, you just go to create, then you go to query design, then you combine those fields. So I have the, I just go to this point, create, then query design. You can use now table 1 because it has everything. So you need to have order ID, product, supplier name, product price, quantity. Then using the report, calculate the total amount. So having this one I can just call it query 1. So I have this. So what I need to do is just to click on query 1, then go to create, then create, that is the report. So for that case, you can see the form, the report has automatically calculated this for me. So I just needed to put the header or sales supermarket, like that. Then this one you can just increase, that is, make it vivid. So save it as that way, then you are done. So guys, that is the end of my presentation, and that is our KCSE Predictor Paper 1 Series 2, Database and Word. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, remember to like and share my videos. Thank you very much. Hi guys, let's look at spreadsheets and desktop publishing. That is, I'll be using Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Publisher. So we start by looking at the first question. This is our first question here, guys. So we have DTP publication here, whereby we shall be creating a poster. That is, we are talking about the chatbot, about artificial intelligence. So here we have different sections here. So this is what we shall look at. But we have the instructions here. Question 2. Let me start with the question 2. Launch DTP package and set the preference, measurement, to centimeters, and the document margins to 2 centimeters all sides, 2 marks. The heading about artificial intelligence to have the following styles, that is 4 marks, should be centered across the page. Font face Arial, font size 23, background gray. Note better, you can use any image on the position you are supposed to insert an image or use freeform to draw. Then the other 2 headings in the publication to have the following styles: Times New Roman, font size 11, text weight bold, character spacing 150%, alignment centered across the page. The text under the heading Advantages and Disadvantages of Copilot and ChatGPT to be in 2 columns and have the following styles, that is 22 marks, font size 12, first character of the paragraph to have 2 lines drop cap, hyphenation disabled, full justified. Then the text under heading conclusion to be in single column. Then we have design 2 stars and word art about AI in the position shown. Insert the 2 lines of 6 and 4.5 point respectively on their positions. Then print the publication. So guys, this is what we are going to do here. So this is our publication. So we launch publisher. So we launch publisher for that case. This is our publisher. For this part here, you just go to more pages. Then you just go to portrait A4. So you have portrait. This one, this is our portrait A4. Then here, you just click on create. So this is our blank page. For that case, we have been told to start by setting centimeters. So go to File, Options, then go to Advanced. Here, measurements, guys. Here, measurements. Here you change to centimeters, and then you click on OK. So now our publication is in centimeters. You can check here. Just look at this point. When I'm moving, it is telling you it is in centimeters. Then the next thing is that you set 2 centimeters all around. So for that case, we are supposed to set that is 2 centimeters all around when we start working on our publication. So the next thing here is to go to this point here. Page setup. We want to set 2 centimeters all around. So 2, 2, 2, 2, like that, Then you click on OK. So we have our 2 centimeters all around. Then the next thing to do is to start creating your document exactly as it is. So here we have this outer. That one we shall put at the end of the session. So we have this one. So you can see we have this part about AI. So we just start by designing that about AI. So you can just enlarge this to see where. So you just go to Insert, Shape, take a text box, and then you just draw the text box here, and then type about it is about the artificial intelligence. Then you highlight this one. The examiner tells us that it should be 23, so just choose 23, or just type 23 and press enter. Then it should be aerial here. Just choose aerial. This is aerial. Then the next thing is that should have gray background. So just go to this point here, format, then shape outline, we choose gray. That is gray should be something like this, should be gray, and then centered. So just go to this session, format here. So I write my data, then center, should be centered. Then after having done that, the next thing to do here, guys, is to type this one. So we have this image here. So we just have this one, chartboard. So I just go to this session here, go to insert shapes, then take this one here, and then press it the way it should be. So I press it the way it should be. That is chartboard here. So I just click, come to this point, then type chartboard like that. So chartboard, this one I have not been given instructions, so just enlarge it the way you wish, and you put it something like this is Times New Roman by checking on how it looks like, times, press enter. Then you just press it somewhere in the middle, that way. Then the next thing here is to put the images. The examiner tells me that here I can use any image on that session. So the examiner tells me I can use any image. So for that case, here I just go to insert picture, then go to where the pictures is. So we can start with ChatGTP. So I bring ChatGTP here. Then I can just crop this one. Just crop that. Then this one goes somewhere there. This goes there. That one goes there. Then we have Bing. So I just go to insert picture. Then I type Bing. So this is Bing. I bring Bing its position there, like that. So the next thing is now to draw this line, of which I can draw or draw later on. So I just go to this one. I have already typed the document here. So I just go to insert shape, then draw that straight line here, like that. This is my line. Sorry, just repeat, insert shape, just draw that straight line. Then that one. So I just draw that line there. Then the next thing is to have this text. First of all, we have to get this one now. This is the advantages and disadvantages. So I just come to this point, go to text box, draw the text box here, and then we type advantages and disadvantages of Copilot and ChatGPT. Then highlight this one, bold and center. Then after doing that, this one is underlined, so I underline this one. First of all, I need to underline. This is Times New Roman, press enter, then underline, like that. Then the next thing to do is to type the text, this text below here. So we have it here. This one I just copy because we don't have time to keep on typing. So I just go to insert shapes. I take the text box again. Then this time around, I draw the text box here and then type my data. So that's how I'm supposed to do. So I just type my data. This is Copilot, like that. Then this data of mine again, I need to make it times New. Just tap T on the keyboard, then press enter. So this is what I have. Then once I do that, the next thing from here is to have this data. Now to have this data, you need to draw a text box. So I just go to this point, insert, shape, take a text box, and then draw the text box here up to around that point. Also, you can copy paste this. Copy paste, Control C, Control V. Take the other one this side. There. So you have these two. There and there. You see now we have the two text box. So the next thing is to type. So I need to type this data. This data, you just type it inside this text box. Like that. Again, you type here. Once you draw the text box, you type. You type the data inside the text box. So again, I type my data. So I type it there. Now you can see my stuff is taking shape. It is now taking shape. So you just bring this to equal to each other like that. Now you realize that when I click this way, there is the frame, but the frame disappears. That is the importance of having DTP rather than Word. Because if it's Microsoft Word, when you draw a text box, the frame remains. So the next thing is to put the numbers. So here, these ones needed to be numbered. So I highlight. I just go to where home. Then I want to insert the numbers. So I just go to this point here. This is bullets numbering. Just click 1, 2, 3. So that one automatically puts 1, 2, 3. Then on the other hand, this one's this is number 1. This one you can put manually. Number 1. This is number 2. This is number 2. This is number 2. Number 2. Number 2, like that. Then these ones are bulleted. So these two are bulleted. You can just click the bullets here. Those ones are bulleted, and also this one is bulleted. So you can just right click there or just go to home. The professional way is going to home, then click on the drop cap. Sorry, not the drop cap really, but the bullets. So make sure these ones are equal to the text to avoid wastage of space. You see now my publication is taking shape. The next thing, this one is yellow. This one is yellow here. So you just click on it the way I have done. Go to format. These ones are called on demand menu. When I click here, they are not there. But when I click on the text box, they appear. So just go to fill color, put that one like that. Then I have put the yellow. Then here, if you look at this one, there is this star. This star. You see now there is this star here. There is this star. So to draw the star, just go to this point, insert, shape, take a triangle like that. Again, take a copy paste, Control C, Control V. This one, bring it down, pull it down like that. Then once you do that, this one should be somewhere like that. So I click on that one, click on that one, go to shape fill, give it color, and then group here. Click on group. Now it becomes one. You see now it becomes one. So I copy that one, copy this star, copy, it's somewhere here, and paste again because there are two. Bring it here like that. Then down here we have a text box. So click on the text box. I draw a text box here. We have a text box there. Then here, if you look at this one, there is this one here. There is about AI, which is WordArt. For that case, just go to WordArt, insert WordArt here. Take a WordArt like that one. Then type about AI like that. Then reduce the size, and and then you can just turn it. You have seen how I have done it using the flip, this one, the flip like that. Then you draw the outer rectangle, insert shape, draw this one here like that. It disappears. So you come to this point, set backward, set back. It appears like that. So it appears like that. Then you can give it the correct color. It has been given that color. And then you can just now take it there. Also take this one there, like that. So guys, after doing this, the way I have done, you are now left with the last part. This is the last part. You can see there is a line, and then these ones are dashed. So I click on that one, go to format, the first format, go to shape outline, go to dashes, put the dash like that. Then increase the weight, shape outline, weight, increase the weight like that. Then the next thing is to draw the straight line. So you just draw the straight line here. There is this straight line like that. There is this straight line. I want it to be straight like that. Then the next thing to do, alternatively, you can still copy this, copy paste, and then bring this one here. If that one matters, you can do that. Then the next thing is to type the information that is here. So we have this information, conclusion here. I copy it because I have already typed, then paste it there. Then from the question paper, this one should be size 12. Okay, that one has not been given. Just take it to the center, and then these ones are been bulleted. So you choose the kind of bullet that is there. So you can just put any bullet. That is it has been bulleted. Then the next thing to do is to put this one should be this line here, according to the question paper, should be 4, should be 4, size 4. So you just go to this point, you go to shape outline, go to weight. It have been written here. For example, if it is 6, this one, let's say it's 4, you just choose here weight. It is written 4.5, let's say like that. Then if you look at this one, there is this outer line, this one, outer line. So the outer line, you just go to insert shape, you take the rectangle and then draw the rectangle outside the document like that. Then increase its weight. So go to this one, increase the weight. Then go to this point, that is send back like that. Then remove the color by clicking on this button here. But I need again to increase the weight of the line like that. You see now my document has taken the shape. Then we have to put the drop cap. The first letter should be a drop cap. This letter here should be a drop cap. So I highlight it. Then we can get the drop cap. We search where to get that is the drop cap of this text here. So here we highlight this B. Then on this on demand menu here format, you get the drop cap. So you can choose the drop cap here or custom drop cap. So I want dropped and should be 2 lines. So I type 2, then click on OK like that. So that is how that document should be created. So guys, that is the DTP question. I have designed the DTP question, this question here, using the that is using the that is using the publication software, that is Microsoft Publisher. So I can just save that one browse, just save it. The examiner says we save it about artificial intelligence, intelligence, like that. So about artificial intelligence, that is that. We proceed to the next question, guys. The next question is spreadsheet. So we have this one using a spreadsheet package. Using a spreadsheet package, insert the following data into a worksheet and use it to answer the following questions. So you have the serial number, school name, activity fees, amount paid, we have balance, rank, and remarks. So format the worksheet exactly as it appears. This is 5 marks. Then we continue. Calculate balance given that balance is activity fee minus amount paid, 3 marks. So we just type Excel here. We just type Excel. We open Microsoft Excel, and then now from here we proceed with our work. So click on blank, then type the data. So we shall type the data. This is our data. I have now typed. Just double click here. Double click or just pull this like that. Remarks. This is our data. So our data here, first of all, we start by putting the borders. Highlight, go to home, then click this window here on our bar font, then click on all borders. So borders will appear. Remember, these ones are imaginary lines. These ones, if you leave this one, the examiner will penalize you because his or her work has borders. So we proceed. The next question is a format worksheet. We have done that. Calculate the balance given that activity fee minus amount paid. So you just go and come to this point here. So type equals, it is the activity fee minus amount paid. Enter. That is the answer. Then you just write, you just autofill, you drag. You see now computer has calculated the balances. The computer has calculated the balance. So this one equals to this minus this. That is 0. So we proceed to the next part. Assign Kenya shillings and 2 decimal places to all monetary values in the worksheet accordingly. So we just do that. So we go to this point. These are the monetary values. I highlight all of them. Then go to this point here. You see this point where there is $sign, click on it, go to more accounting. Then here you set 2 decimal places. Here you tap K, then click once, case, Kenya shillings, click OK. So you realize that I have assigned Kenya shillings. Then the next point, using if function to assign, I use if function to assign remarks. Balance greater than 8K, assign imezidi. Greater than 7,000 wastani. Greater than 2,000 umejaribu. Less than 1999 jaribu tena. So guys, here you just come to this point and go to remarks. So you type equals if open the bracket. So we are basing our argument on balance. You click on balance. If balance is greater than 8,000, comma, you put the quotes. So imezidi like that, comma, we again continue. If E2 is greater than 7,000, comma, that is wastani, comma, if E2 is greater than 2,000, comma, then this is umejaribu, comma, Then we have the last one is jaribu tena. So just put the last one as jaribu tena. Jaribu tena. Close the bracket, press enter. There is somewhere we have messed in the formula. Let's look at it here. If E2 is greater than 80,000, umezidi. If E2 wastani. Okay, here you didn't put the quotes, so close the quotes, press enter. So now it has accepted, yes. So the first guy is umejaribu, then drag the outer field. You see now, when you do that, that one is perfect. There is no balance greater than imezidi. Okay, see imezidi. So after doing that one, guys, we proceed to the next question. The next question is create a 3D pie chart of school name versus balance of the school, then explode the biggest sector of the pie chart, 6 marks. So we just got to this point. We are creating the school name, highlight, hold control, because we are selecting non-adjacent cells, that is against the balance, like that. Then go to insert, go to flowchart, then go to 3D pie chart, sorry. So this is the pie chart. We are supposed to expand, first of all, to explode this. So you see I have exploded. You just click, hold and drag inside this box. Then the next thing, that is to explode. The next one is that make the 3D pie chart a chart sheet. The pie chart to be in its own worksheet. Rename it as this one, rename it as kujitegemea. So just go to this point, click on move chart, then new chart, then type kujitegemea there and click on OK. You see now the chart moves from its mother worksheet to be in its own, and it is exploded. The next point, copy sheet 1 to worksheet 2, rename worksheet 2 as filtered. So we are naming worksheet 2 as filtered. So we do exactly that. So this is worksheet 2, double click, call it filtered. Then copy worksheet 1, this work, copy, and then paste here. So once you paste, this hash means you increase the column width. So you just drag, we are increasing the column width. You can just double click here to fit like that. So we are supposed to do that. We are doing that one. Then there also remember to rank this. Now to rank, you put rank, open the bracket. You are ranking the balances, so you can click on that one, put comma, again put dollar sign. This is absolute cell reference, dollar sign, to up to where? Up to, we are ranking from there to, we are ranking up to 9. That is it 9? We are ranking up to 10. Up to 10. So we are ranking up to E dollar sign 10, comma 0. That means descending order. You can look at the formula here, up here. This is where the formula comes. So this is rank number 4. Then you drag downwards like that. So number 1, the highest guy is Utumishi with a balance of 8900. So that's how you rank. So when I am ranking here, you can see the formula here. This is the formula. This is the starting value. This is the range. Then descending in descending order. Let's proceed. The next point here. So here, calculate. here we can and rank. Let's add that one. And rank the balances. I forgot to put that. So I'd rank the balances. So after having that done that, guys, we copy worksheet 1 to worksheet 2, rename it as filtered. Filter the schools whose name end with letter A, 5 marks. So you just come here, highlight this, then go to data menu, then filter here, filter. You can see filters come here. These are the filters here. Filters come at this point. Okay, we are told filter the school whose name end with letter A. So what you do, you apply the filters, highlight or filter, then go to this point here, guys. Here, then go to this point, filters, then go to begins with, type A, then click on OK. You see now that is, or ends with A. So just go to this point, then go ends with A, click on OK. You see now Rehema and Neema. Then you save it. Save your work. Just save it here. So we are supposed to save our work as what? We have been told save our work. So just save your work the way it is. Then the next point, the next part of the question, insert. We are inserting this. You see now this one, the one I have highlighted. Insert the title Mawingu Sub-County Schools Activity Fees above the titles. Above the titles, then merge and center and make it font size 16. So here you come to this sheet 1 here, right click, insert, then you merge this one here, highlight the way I have done, go home, merge and center. Then now we are typing this here, that is Mawingu sub-county activity fees. Then make it size 16. So make it size 16 and bold. That's what the examiner wants. Then the next thing is to print the workbook. Now this one here should also be put here. So insert here, like that. So this is what I have. And on the other hand here, my work is done. So the next thing is to print my workbook. So I just go to File, Print. This time round here, be very keen. Settings here. You choose entire workbook. We are printing the entire workbook because the examiner says we print the entire workbook. So guys, that is the end of series 2. Remember, in series 1 we did Microsoft Word, that is word processing, and also we did Microsoft Access, that is databases. Guys, I wish you all the best in the upcoming KCSE. Also remember to subscribe, remember to like and share my files. Thank you very much. Hi guys, let's look at KCSE 2024 paper 1 predictor. In this session we shall look at paper 1. So in paper 1 we have 2 sections, section A 40 marks and section B 60 marks. So answer all the questions in this section. The first question, which is 1 mark, define mail merge. Mail merge is a process used to create personalized document such as letters, labels, or envelopes by combining a template with a data source. So guys, when we talk about a mail merge is actually the process of creating and sending a standard document to many recipients That's why we are talking of mirror merge. So we are really combining data source and the data. Question B, which is 3 marks. State 3 files created in mirror merge. When we are creating mirror merge, we usually start by typing or writing a letter. Then we also type addresses, which is also called data source. Then we, after the overall process, we combine the letter and the addresses. That one now forms merged file. So we have 3 files. We have the main document, we have the data source, and merged file. Some guys will call it primary, secondary, tertiary. Some other guys will call it letter, addresses, and merged document. So we have 3 files. Question number 2. List 3 technological advancements that have contributed to the evolution of computer capabilities today. So guys, here we are talking of the technological advancements, and for that case, we have the following answers. The first answer is artificial intelligence, or AI, and machine learning. So AI and machine learning technologies have enhanced the ability of computers to learn, adapt, and perform tasks that traditionally required human intelligence, such as language processing, decision making, and pattern recognition. Guys, you have heard of ChatGPT, you have heard of Bing Copilot, and others. So guys, artificial intelligence is actually the capability of computers to learn, adapt, and perform tasks. Then we have cloud computing. This is a technology that allows the storage of data over the internet. Guys, you can think of something like Dropbox. You can think of Google Drive, etc. So you can keep your data and travel without a machine. Then when you arrive where you are going, you can just log into your Google Drive and retrieve your documents. Also, we have advances in microprocessors. Microprocessor is the CPU, and you can agree with me that CPUs speed are increasing daily. So we have advancement in microprocessor. Then question number 3, 2 marks. Explain the term global village. What is a global village? We say the world now is a global village. The term global village refers to the idea that the world has become more interconnected and interdependent, much like a small village, due to advancements in communication and technology. Guys, you can remember about the Gen Z generation. They were able to communicate despite the geographical differences. So the world is a global village. Number 4, differentiate between impact and non-impact printers. 2 marks. This is Form 1, second topic, computer systems. So guys, we have impact printers. These are printers that work by physically striking a print head or ink ribbon against the paper to create an image or text. Examples include dot matrix printers and typewriters. So impact, just like the term impact means, these printers physically strike on the paper to form image. Then we have non-impact printers, just like the term goes, non-impact. These printers produce images and text without physical contact between the printing mechanism and the paper. They use methods like laser, inkjet, or thermal technology. Examples of such, we have laser printers and inkjet printers. Guys, non-impact printers are quiet, but also because they are quiet, they are more expensive when you compare them to the impact printers. Also, impact printers are nowadays printers, and non-impact are the old technology printers. Then we have question number 5. Study the diagram below and use it to answer the following questions. So guys, here we have 3 tables. We have the supplier table, we have the product table, and we also have the customer table. Product, we just have the product ID. Supplier, we have supplier ID and the product ID, which creates now relationship between the supplier and the product table. Then in the customer, we have customer ID, product ID. Now the product ID forms the relationship, that is a relationship between product and product ID. That's product ID and the product ID. So these are the three tables. These lines show relationship. So guys, the question is, identify the primary keys and the foreign keys. So here, the primary key is product ID for product table, supplier ID for supplier table, customer ID for customer table. But the foreign key here is the product ID in customer table, product ID in supplier ID. Now the difference is the foreign key is the primary key of table A referenced from table B, or it's the primary key of table A referenced from table C. So that is the foreign key. So these are the answers. The foreign key is product ID in customer and suppliers table. Then the ID of each table is the primary key. Then we have this question from Form 3, second topic, data processing. Differentiate between data validation and verification, 2 marks. These are two terms that confuse students. Data validation is the process of ensuring that the data entered into a system is correct, meaningful, and meets the specified criteria before it is processed. Like for example, you can wish that your date format starts with the month, day, and then the year. So if your data that has been entered starts with the day, month, and the year, then the validation, that data is invalid. Data validation will show that this data is entered wrongly. Then we have verification. Now, once now you enter the data, you want to verify accuracy. So data verification is the process of ensuring that the data entered into a system matches the original source and has been accurately and transferred or recorded. It involves cross-checking data to confirm its accuracy. So when we talk about data verification here, we are talking about accuracy. When we are talking about data validation here, we are talking about the correctness and the meaningful of the data. So that is the difference between the two. Then guys, we have this question here. State 2 methods of ensuring data is protected against data security threats. So here the first thing for you to answer this question is to ask yourself, what is a security threat? A security threat is anything that poses danger to data. So the methods, this is Form 2 Rust topic, second Rust topic, data security. So the methods used to ensure that data is protected against the threats, we have data encryption. This is mixing data in a way that only the sender and the recipient understand the data. So anybody in between the transmission media, somebody who may wish to tap, that is eavesdropping, that guy may not understand the data because it has been mixed in a way that only the sender and the recipient understand. Then we have access control using strong passwords. Here we are talking about strong passwords. When you use strong passwords, it is a way of protecting unauthorized access. Then we have keeping log files. Log files are activities that have been done. Like for example, you may create accounts for different users, in that when they access your system, you can tell who was logged in at this time. Then you have use of firewalls. Firewalls can be a hardware or software that detect malicious or suspicious filters. Then number 8, 2 marks. Write in full Wi-Fi, WiMAX. Many guys don't know or ignore the meaning of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity. WiMAX stands for worldwide interoperability. portability for microwave. That is, so we have question number 9, 2 marks. List 4 factors you can consider when selecting a display unit or a monitor. So this is Form 1 second topic, computer systems and output devices. So what are the factors that you can consider when selecting a monitor or a display unit or VDU? So the first one is the resolution. Resolution here means that the more the resolution, the more the clarity or the more clearer the images. Then we have the screen size. The screen size is the diagonal measurement of the screen. It is measured in inches. So the size of the monitor affects the viewing experience. You can agree with me. The larger the screen, the more you see whatever you wish. Like when you are watching soccer or when you are watching soap opera or whichever, you will see bigger images. Then we have the refresh rate. The refresh rate is measured in hertz. So the more the refresh rate, that determines how screen, that is, it determines how the clarity, how the images move. So we need to have a higher refresh rate. Then we have the panel type. We have different types of panels that affect the viewing angle. That is, we call it the angle distortion. So those are some of the points. You can also talk about the pixels, the number of pixels. That is the picture elements. Then we have a very important question. This is factors to consider. That's called the software and hardware considerations. It is still in Form 1, computer systems, the second topic. So differentiate between portability as used in software and hardware. When you talk about portability in software, this is this means that how can you really transfer the software from one machine to the other? So portability here refers to the ability of software to run on different operating system, hardware platforms with minimal modification. So somebody else may explain portability in software, that how to transfer the software from one machine to the other. On the other hand, portability in hardware, this is obvious. It is whether the hardware can be moved, whether it is heavy, whether it is light, such. So this one is attributed by size, weight, and battery life. Then we have the next question. Using an example, give the difference between absolute and relative cell address. This is a very confusing concept. When you talk about relative cell address, like now when I have A1, A2, A3. So when I pull down, when I autofill A1, it goes to A2, A3, A4. It keeps on changing. So relative means that when the formula is copied from one cell to the other, it changes. Whereas absolute means the cell, the formula does not change. It remains fixed, does not change, even if it's copied from one cell to the other. We use the dollar sign before and after the letter. That is like I have given here, dollar sign A, dollar sign 1. That one means you have locked the formula from changing. Then we have define what if analysis versus goal seek. This is Form 2 spreadsheets, the second topic. What if analysis. You see, what if? This means that you are actually trying to explore a scenario. What if? So it explores different scenarios or situations to see how changes in input affects the outcome. Like for example, you may say, if I score 70, then that is likely to be a B plus. What if I score 80? You see now, you're exploring different situations by changing the input to see the output. On the other hand, goal seek is a part of what if analysis. So goal seek is a specific tool used in what if analysis to find out what input value you need to reach a desired output. For example, if you want to know how much you need to sell to make a certain profit, GoalSeek helps you to find that exact sales. So guys, this is a term that is inside it is a tool inside the what if analysis. Question number 13. State three functions of an information system. So the first thing here is to ask for yourself, what is an information system? An information system is a combination of people, software, and other tools that help you to make a decision in a faster way. So three functions of an IAS or information system. Number one is data collection and storage. Number two is data processing. This one now will help you in decision making. Number three, once you make the decision, you need to retrieve it. Information retrieval and distribution. So, data collection and storage. An information system gathers data from various sources and stores it in a structured manner for future use. This includes inputting, organizing, and managing data in databases or data warehouses. On the other hand, data processing, it processes the collected data to convert it into useful information. This involves calculations and data analysis and then generating reports for decision making. Number three, information retrieval and distribution. An information system retrieves relevant information as needed and distribute it to users or other systems. This includes generating reports, dashboards, and alerts. Then we have question number 14. State three roles of a system analyst. First of all, you ask yourself, who is a system analyst? A system analyst is a person who is responsible for identifying organizations, identifying organizations' needs, or going through the current system of an organization, identify the problems and modifications that are required to be done, and then proposes for the solution for that. So this guy has the following roles. Number one, it is staff training. We have said this guy is responsible for identifying the problems in the current system. So once they develop a new system, this guy will train the other users. So staff training. The other thing, once the new system now comes in, he's responsible, working hand in hand with the programmers in system testing. Then identifying current systems challenges and coming up with a solution. Working hand in hand with the programmers in designing the system. So those are the main roles of a system analyst. Then we move on to the next question, the last question in section A. Define the term computer virus. So we are talking about a computer virus. A computer virus is a malicious software program designed to infect or damage computers by replicating or duplicating itself and spreading to other systems. It can corrupt or delete files, disrupt system operations, and cause various other types of harm. Viruses typically spread through infected email attachments, malicious downloads, or compromised websites. So, when you talk about a computer virus, this is a program. It's a malicious program that attaches itself without your knowledge and then affects or corrupts the files. Let's go to section B. Now, section B. Answer question 16 and any other 3 questions from this section. Never answer all the questions because the examiner is very clear that answer question 16 and any other. So don't answer more than required. This section will contribute 16 marks. Each question is 15 marks. So explain 2 examples of program translators. For a computer to understand the programming language, it requires a program called a translator. This is a program that translates the human readable to machine readable formats. So we have 2 types of translators, a according to this question, we have compiler and interpreter. So compiler translates the entire code written in high-level programming language like Java or C++ into machine code or into machine-readable format. That is the binary code. Simple and clear. So here we are talking about entire code. Interpreter, on the other hand, translates and executes code written in high-level programming language like Python, JavaScript, line by line. Guys, take my words. Compiler, we are talking about entire code. Interpreter, line by line, without converting it into machine language at once. So you will notice that compiler occupies more memory, whereas the interpreter occupies less memory because it's working on line by line, but whereas the compiler is working on the entire stuff. Differentiate between assembly and machine language, 2 marks. So what is assembly language? Assembly language is a low-level programming language that uses human readable symbols called mnemonics. Like for example, here you can go to the last line. For example, the assembly language instruction move AX1 tells the processor to move the value 1 into AX register or into AX memory. Whereas machine language is a low-level programming language consisting of binary code, zeros and ones. So the keywords here, when I'm marking, I will mark the terminology or the binary code, zeros and ones. So get the difference. Assembly language uses symbols, whereas machine language uses binary code, that is zeros and ones. Then we have the big elephant in the house, part C. This is where many students fear a lot. Below is an algorithm that is used to compute the values of K, L, and O. So we have A equals to 10, B equals to 11. If X is greater or equal to 20, K equals to A times B, whereas L equals to B minus A. Then we have O equals to A plus B plus K plus L. Else, K equals to A plus B, L equals to B plus 5, O equals to K plus L, and if, then print the K, L, O. So this is very simple. The first section, this part here, the first part of if function is the positive side, yes. After the term else, this part here is, this part now here, this part is the negative, no. So if X meets, if this condition is met, then you will execute this part. If this condition is not met, you will execute this other part. So guys, we have now this part. From the algorithm, determine the output. So determine the output of this one. So we have the answers here. So let's look at this one. We have 17. So when we insert 17 here, is 17 greater or equal to 20? It is no. So we will execute this part. So K becomes 10 plus 11, that is 21. R becomes B, which is 11 plus 5, that is 11 plus 5, 16. Then K is, that is K here is 21 plus R, that is plus the other one here. So you get the following answers. The answer is 21, 16, and 37. On the other hand, we get 21. 20 is 21. Here, you put 21. Is 21 equal, greater or equal to 20? The answer is yes. So that means you will execute this section. That means A is 10 times 11, 110. Then we have B. B is 11 minus 10, 1. You get 1. Then you add them here. So the answer is 110, 1, and 132. As simple as that. On the other hand, you can have this one. You can have that one executed. You can have that one. Okay. Let's look at it later. So draw a flow chart for the algorithm in question 16C. That is above. We have 7 marks. So this is how the flow chart looks like. It starts. It sets A to 10, sets B to 11, then enter X. Then we have, is X greater or equal to 20? No. So it executes the A after else part. Yes, it executes the first part. Then there we print the K, we print the L, we print the O. So this is the flowchart. Guys, you can get a copy of this question paper and answers accessing using this number, my phone number. You can WhatsApp me using this phone number. Then we have question number 17. This is an application question from database. Using 2 examples, explain the term field properties as used in database design. So when you talk about a field property, here guys, we are talking about a field property. So a field property is an attribute. It is just the characteristics of a data type. Characteristics of a data type is a field property. For example, a data type must have a field size. That can be a field size. That is can be 2. Like for example, you are putting the first name, then you assign it to 10 characters. Then we have others like caption. Caption is a label. Like now this label, customer ID, this is a caption. Order date is a caption for this field. You see, it's a characteristic. This field has the following. So this is the field property. We can also talk about validation rule. We have the sister, validation text. We have others, like we have default value. We have something like required. We have others like input mask, etc. So these are the examples of field properties. Then from there, we can proceed to this question. We are told to study this. So we have this table here. We have customer ID. We have order date, amount payable, and comments. So state with reasons the most suitable data types for the following fields. Customer ID. This is a mixture of letters and numbers, alphanumeric. So it is text. The answer is text because it is a mixture of text and numbers. Date, you can see this is date data type. So date of order, it is date and time because it has date format. Price, this one can be number or currency. Then we have comments. Comments can be longer, or it can be a paragraph. So you can use memo or long text for the new data types. We call it for the new Microsoft Access. That is the new Office. For the new Office, they say long data. But for the old one, we talk about a memo. Which would be the most appropriate primary key field for the above table? Definitely it is customer ID because it doesn't have duplicates. Then we have, what is the purpose of a primary key in a database field? The purpose of a primary key in a database design is to uniquely identify each record in a table. It ensures that no two records have the same value, that is duplicates, and also it can never be left blank. So we have 3 characteristics of a primary key. Number 1, it is unique. Number 2, can never be left blank, that is null, N-U-L-L. Then we have it can never accept duplicates. Then we have explain how data about customers who ordered items after this can be obtained from the database. That is after that. That one should be, this one should be greater. So after that date, we have to be like that. Now I have corrected the answer. You see now in SQL it will be select from orders where order date is greater than this. So our date, this is in Microsoft Access. On the criteria section, you type this. Also this one, if you are okay with this one, is correct. But I would go for this one for your level. So it should be, you go on the criteria section, you type greater than that date because it is after, not before. So this is the keyword, after that date. So you get your 3 marks. Then we have state 3 standard data coding schemes used in computing and electronic systems. Guys, this is first topic in Form 3, data representation in digital computers. So we have the ASCII. ASCII, that is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. This is a coding scheme. Then we have the extended BCD, interchange code or Unicode. Then we have the binary coded decimal. You can read more, you can revise more in the, that is in the book 3. Then we have now these calculations. We have convert each of the following numbers. We have that number there. We are converting this number to decimal. So the first thing, you convert the, you can convert this part. This part is called the integral part. Then you convert the fractional part. So definitely what you do, you put this one to be 2 raised to power 0. Any number raised to power 0 is 1. So 1 times 0 is 0. Then this one is 2 to power 1. Any number raised to power 1 is itself. So this is 2. Then this is 2 raised to power 2. That means 4. So 4 plus 2, 6. Then the other side, from here, it is 2 raised to power negative 1, 2 raised to power negative 2, 2 raised to power negative 3. So that one becomes it becomes a half. That is 2 raised to power negative 1. That becomes a half. So a half times 1, it remains a half. Then this one is a quarter times 0, 0. This is an eighth times 1, an eighth. So this is the answer. Then when it comes to this one, 12, we have the fractional part and the integral part and the fractional part. This part, you continuously multiply by 2. This part, you divide by 2. So as it has been done here. So you see, this part, you divide by 2. This part, you multiply by 2. Then you combine the 2. Then you have this one here. Subtract this one from this one. So you just arrange them. Then remember 1 minus 1 is 0. 10 minus 1 is 1. Then we have now 0 minus 1, you borrow from the other one there. Then we have this one, using 2's complement, perform the following binary arithmetic, leaving the answer in binary. So this one again, you remember, you should know what is 1's complement and what is 2's complement. Then we proceed to question number 19. State 3 techniques used by a network administration to detect and prevent computer crimes. So this one is a topic in Form 2. So you can use firewalls. I had explained that. You can use log files. There is something called audit trial. This is trying to get the weaknesses. You transmit data and try to hack it by identifying the weaknesses that hackers can use. You can also use intrusion detection system, IDs. Intrusion detection system. This is a system that will inform you in case of tapping. A company in town wishes to link its offices together. The linking may be through wireless or fiber optic network media. State 2 benefits that the company would gain from the use of metropolitan area network. That is MAN. We are talking of MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. So here the examiner is trying to get whether you know the advantages of networking. So the answers are cost effectiveness. It will really be cost effective. Then we have resource sharing. You can share a certain expensive gadget. We have remote communication. People can be in a position to send emails and other communications. Then enhance connectivity across multiple locations. This is like a global village, like I had explained earlier. State 3 advantages of using wireless over fiber optic. So when you talk about wireless, it is cost effective. Other than you can imagine a situation whereby you are in a town and then you are laying down wires or cables. It will be very expensive because you have to ask permissions from buildings. You have to employ people to dig terraces. So it will be very expensive rather than now just putting wireless gadgets. Easier installation and deployment, that is very true. It is easier to install wireless than keyboard. Reduce physical infrastructure, that is self-explanatory. We have mobility and flexibility. Then we have scalability. Scalability means it is easy to expand. Then we have state 2 disadvantages or limitations of wireless communication. Number 1, it has limited range. It suffers from attenuation. Attenuation is the weakening of signal as distance increases. They suffer from interferences or noises from other wireless media. So they suffer from EMI, that is electromagnetic interference. Security vulnerabilities, easy to hack, that is limited bandwidth. You can imagine wireless versus keyboard. Keyboard has higher bandwidth. It is stronger. It has stronger network than wireless because wireless is interfered by other wireless networks. Then we have battery dependency. You can agree with me that these gadgets, wireless gadgets, use power. Most of them use batteries. So when battery is drained, they cannot really transmit data. Then we have state 2 transmission media used in wireless transmission. That is in Form 4, this topic called, the largest topic called networking. We have radio waves. We have microwaves, infrared. You can also talk about visible and laser light, and then satellite communication. So we can have the visible and laser transmission, infrared transmission, microwaves, and radio waves. Then we have state 3 ways in which computer virus infection can be prevented other than through restricting usage of removable storage media, 3 marks. So you can use strong or unique passwords. Then we can have use of firewalls. You can install and regularly update antivirus software. You can update the operating system regularly. Practice safe browsing. You avoid just downloading any attachment. Practice, disable autorun and autoplay features. There are some features that play themselves, so you can disable them. Then we have educate users on the best practices for security, e.g. recognize phishing attempts, and also regularly backing up your work. In case your work is lost, you can always format the computer and return it. The last question. This question is very important. The following are some of the phases in system development life cycle, SDLC: system analysis, system design, system implementation, system review, and system maintenance. State 4 activities that are carried out during the system implementation phase. We have state 4 activities that are carried out during implementation. You can talk of changeover. We have we can have the changeover. You know the changeover. Changeover is changing from one system to the other. You can also talk about, we have also staff training. We have staff training. Okay, we have staff training. You can also have, we can have system testing and validation. You can also have data migration. Data migration. You can also talk of system installation and deployment. So these are the answers that are supposed to be given. So we have those ones as the answer for this question. The 4 activities that are carried during the system implementation phase. Remember, system implementation is delivering the system or really installing the system for use. So those are the things that happen. Give 3 reasons why maintenance phase is necessary in system development life cycle. So the first answer is fixing problems. The second answer is updating for changes and improving performance. So these are some of the reasons as to why system maintenance is very important. So you can talk about fixing problems. Maintenance helps fix any bugs or errors that were missed earlier, making sure the system works properly. Updating for changes. Over time, business needs and user requirements might change. So you keep on updating the changes. Improving performance. If the system starts to run slowly or not as well, maintenance helps improve its performance to keep it running smoothly. Those are the 3 reasons as to why system maintenance phase is necessary. State 3 types of maintenance. We have 3 marks. We have preventive maintenance, we have corrective maintenance, then we have predictive maintenance, and then we have conditional-based maintenance. Preventive, regular scheduled maintenance it is performed to prevent equipment failures and extend the lifespan. You see, we are preventing failures, preventive. Corrective, maintenance performed, it's a maintenance performed after a failure. You see, it is after a failure. So you are correcting it. Unarekebisha. Predictive, maintenance based on monitoring the condition of the equipment to predict when a failure might occur. Predictive, you are trying to predict. You can also add this one. You can also add adaptive. Adaptive maintenance. This is a maintenance performed to make the system adapt to the environment, to the new environment. So you can make it run in a certain platform that probably it could not run. So this is now the another one, predictive. I just wanted to underline. Then the conditional based. It's this one based on the actual condition of equipment as monitored by sensors or diagnostics tools. It involves inspecting equipment and performing maintenance only when specific indicators. Now this one can be almost the same, these two. So in an exam, write corrective, predictive, and adaptive, because this one seems to be this one. Then we have this part, guys. State 2 considerations for input design and output design. That is when you are coming up with a system. So input design, we have to consider data accuracy and validation. You have to consider the user interface usability. When we are talking about the output design, you talk about clarity and readability, whether the reports will be clear and readable. Then we have relevance. This is about data integrity. We have relevance and timeliness. State 2 reasons why an organization may use other strategies of software acquisition other than developing their own. Why do you think an organization may opt to use other methods rather than creating their own software? They may probably wish to buy rather than creating their own. Number one, it is that it is expensive. cost efficiency. Developing your own will be very expensive. Time to market. Developing custom software can be time consuming, potentially delaying its availability and implementation. So you must try to see how fast will it get into the market. Then the next thing is support and updates. Commercial software solutions typically come with vendor support, including regular updates, patches, and enhancement. When you buy a software like Microsoft Suite, it is always updated. You'll always get regular updates. But when you create your own, it will be stagnant. You have to call the guy who designed for you to update. Then expertise and quality. Third-party software vendors often have specialized expertise and resources dedicated to developing and maintaining high-quality software. That is very true. When you buy a software like Microsoft Suite or QuickBooks, rather than now developing your own, you will notice that a software like QuickBooks has more expertise than creating your own. So guys, that is the end of my paper 1 prediction presentation. You can contact me on the WhatsApp on the number indicated there. You can also wish to have this paper, still use the same contact on WhatsApp. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, remember to share and like my videos. Thank you very much.